It's not looking good for the Philadelphia Eagles in the tush push. It's looking like it could get banned. The vote was supposed to happen today at the NFL owners meetings, but it's gotten pushed back to a later date until mid-May because I think they're trying to swing some teams that are kind of in between about to play to vote against it. So this is not looking good. It's looking like a loss for the Philadelphia Eagles today. I think if they would have voted today, it would have gotten passed through. So it's a bad sign that the vote is getting pushed back to a later date. Commissioner of the league, Roger Goodell, has stepped in and has pushed it back at a later date. Only he can do that. Honestly, he has the authority to push the vote back to a later date in the NFL. So that's what's going to happen. And I'll say this. Green Bay Packers head coach Matt LaFleur has come out to say publicly that it's a rugby play. Well, I'll say this. Offensive lineman Jordan Mailata was recently on Jason Kelsey's podcast, and he says the tush push is nothing like a rugby play. So take it for what you will. I'm going to go with the guy's word that used to be a professional rugby player in Jordan Mailata, saying that it's nothing like a rugby play. So I don't know whether or not head coach Matt LaFleur has any experience with rugby or has ever played the game of rugby, but I'm going to take it for the word of a guy that used to play professional rugby in Jordan Mailata. And on this one, I'm going to side with him. And also, there's been other head coaches that have come out publicly recently in the last few days. Sean McDermott, he's come out, head coach of the Buffalo Bills, and has spoke against it, even though they're ranked number 2 with running the tush-push play in the NFL next to the Eagles, which makes absolutely no sense. I don't know if it's because they have a bitter taste in their mouth from not converting on the tush-push in the AFC title game against the Kansas City Chiefs when they couldn't get it on that 4th and 1. Say what you will. I think that's what it comes down to. And I just think other teams want to come at the neck of the Philadelphia Eagles right now because they are the world champions of the NFL. Head coach John Harbaugh of the Baltimore Ravens has come out to say that they're going to vote against it, even though they run it as well, too. They run a variation with tight end Mark Andrews at center and take Lamar Jackson out. Lamar Jackson just doesn't have the leg strength to run the tush push. And also, Sean McVay, the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams, has come out publicly in the last few days as well to speak against the tush push. He doesn't believe that it's a football play as well, too. And they also are saying that it's because of player safety and concern. Come on, man. It's football. It's professional football. Every play that you play on the field is player safety and concern in the game of the NFL, man. Come on. You can't have it one way and then have it another way. It's either you're playing football or you're not. Bottom line. There's another team that's going to vote against it as well, too. We know them very well. They're in our division, the Dallas Cowboys. Surprise, surprise, surprise on that one. So, like I said, this is not looking good for the Philadelphia Eagles. But Nick Sirianni spoke this morning at the NFL owners meetings, and Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, will be speaking later on today. I'm sure he's going to be very proactive about it when he talks later on this afternoon sometime. But Nick Sirianni said we'll find another way to get our conversions on 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, to score touchdowns at the goal line. We'll just run a classic QB sneak. And I think the Eagles will be very successful in running a QB sneak. A classic one at that. Because let me tell you something. Say what you want. The Eagles are the world champions. And for the last 6 or 7 years in the NFL, the Eagles have had the best offensive line in football, bar none, hands down. I don't think this is going to affect them in any way offensively if they ban the tush push or not. Because let me tell you something, perfect example. Hall of Fame center Jason Kelsey was still playing at a high level last season. They plugged Cam Jurgens in as the starter this season and won the Super Bowl without Jason Kelsey. So imagine that. The Eagles have offensive line depth to no end. They're constantly always picking up new offensive linemen, especially this offseason. They picked up a few of them already. This is just plug and go for the Philadelphia Eagles, man. They lost Mekhi Becton. Mekhi Becton was a throwaway offensive lineman before he came to the Eagles. He learned under Jeff Stoutland how to become a real offensive lineman, and guess what? He won a Super Bowl with us. He moved on, and he got paid by the Los Angeles Chargers. This is what we do, man. It's just plug and play guys on that offensive line all day long. You know, when Cam Jurgens didn't start in the NFC title game, Landon Dickerson moved over from guard to center and was very successful. Dickerson got hurt, came out, Cam Jurgens came back in, and we still scored 55 points on the Washington Commanders. It didn't make a difference. It wouldn't have mattered. This is not going to matter either, honestly, whether or not they banned the tush push, in my opinion, after really strongly thinking about it over the last couple of days, whether or not this is going to affect the Eagles offensively. I really don't think so. Say what you want. You could try to disarm the world champs in any type of way. We'll figure out another way to score points and get first downs, man. We got some of the best offensive weapons in the NFL. We have the best offensive line. We have the best running back. And, oh, yeah, we just had the quarterback that defeated Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowl 59. We have the MVP, Jalen Hurts. I'll rest my case right there. Any more Eagles news, trade rumors, NFL free agency, draft rumors, I'll hit you all back. Peace out and go Birds.